iPhone cases from Adidas. This is MacVoices. This edition of MacVoices is supported by you, our viewers and listeners, through our Patreon and PayPal sponsorship options. To learn more, visit macvoices.com/support. Welcome to MacVoices. This is the talk of the Apple community, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, this is a MacVoices briefing on two different iPhone cases from Adidas. I know. When you think of iPhone cases, the first company you think of is not probably Adidas. But I met these folks at a virtual CES event this year. They were kind enough to send me a couple of their cases that I've been using for the past couple months. And I've been very impressed from a functional standpoint about what these two cases can do. Now, you probably remember from past reviews that I like a functional component to my cases. I like something that adds a little more value and not just protects the case, which of course is one of its primary goals, but adds a different function to it. And both of these cases succeed in the same area, but in a little bit different way. The first one I want to talk about is the Grip Case. The model they sent me is called Leopard Holographic. Now, as you can see, they sent me this, and my iPhone obviously is not in this one, but it has an almost camouflage-like feel to it. There's some olives, some blues, some blacks, some grays that show up. Definitely a definitive case from a color and pattern standpoint. But the real feature here is this grip strip that pulls down. And as you can see, I put my hand through it, and now I have a good solid grip on my phone. This is perfect for photography or videography. It's great if you're one of those people that wants to walk around using the speakerphone as opposed to holding the phone up to your ear. But even if you're holding it up to your ear, it definitely gives you a much better grip on your phone, so you're a lot less likely to drop it. Speaking of dropping it, this has been drop tested to 5 feet. I have not tested that. If you want to send me your iPhone, I'll be happy to, but I happily have not had the occasion to test the protection aspect of it. The case, if the grip is positioned like this and folded down, you have a nice little portrait style stand for your phone, which is just one more aspect to it. The other thing that I love about this, and I'm going to try to make sure you can hear it, is when I snap the grip back into place, you can tell it snaps back into place. And again, if you can take a look at it, you can see that there's not a lot of thickness added to the case because of the grip. That's important from a wireless charging standpoint. This charges just fine through the grip. It's also important for my beloved magnetic car mount, which is a deal breaker for me. If it hadn't worked with that, I couldn't recommend this, but no problem there either. So that is the grip case. Now, a number of the models on the website have the grip style. They come in a lot of different colors and styles. You should check them out, make sure that you have one that works for you. The other case, though, is the one that my iPhone is in. This is called the Trefoil case. And I really, really like this. It also has a strap. Unlike the grip case, though, where the strap is right in the middle, the Trefoil is off to the side and has a little bit of a leather feel to it. Again, hand fits very nicely through it, and I've got a good solid grip on the phone for the same purposes we talked about before: videography, photography, or just talking on the phone and making sure that your phone doesn't get away from you. This also comes with a little ring down here that is built in. You can't take it off. It would be fine to attach keys to, or maybe have a carabiner clip that can clip to something else. So if you want to hook your iPhone to a backpack or something like that, or shoulder bag or whatever, to make sure it doesn't get away. This is not particularly useful to me, but it doesn't interfere with any of the other aspects of the case. The other thing that you can do is once you pull this out, it stays in place, and you've got a nice little, this time, landscape stand for your phone. And again, that may or may not be important to you, but it's one more aspect of this. The fact that the leather strap is offset, this strap is definitely thicker, but the fact that it's offset still allows me to put it in a wireless charger or on my magnetic car mount. Now, I do have to be just a little more careful than I did with the grip stand case, because you want to make sure you have everything lined up. You want to make sure the magnets are locked in. If you're putting this on the magnetic mount, you want to make sure that the charging is right where it should be. But again, that's not a detriment. It's just something you need to be just a little more careful of than you would have before. This too is allegedly tested for 5-foot drop. I have not tested this one either, and I don't plan to. But it is a very, very solid, nice iPhone case, and especially the grip aspect. I've always liked some of the ones with the grips to them. The pop sockets are very popular, but they never got anywhere close to my use case. These do, and I don't think this is coming out. My iPhone's coming out of this one for a while. So I would tell you to go to adidascases.com. Check out what these are. They're about $34.95 retail, depending on which one, which style, and which model you get. And they come in a lot of colors. They support obviously the iPhones, Samsungs, and the Huaweis. See if they fit your use case. If this is something that works for you, great. If not, let me know what your favorite case is, because I'm always on the lookout for the next great case. I'm Chuck Joyner. That's a MacVoices briefing on these two Adidas iPhone cases. I'll be back with more. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you MacVoices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.